thing that's hurting ARC raiders right now isn't what most players think it is, and the scary part, it's affecting almost every system in the game. Most people play games. I've spent years breaking them. Let's look at what's really going on. What the hell is an RMT rat? First, you need to know what RMT means. If you don't already, it just means real money transaction or trading. These are the players I mentioned in my last video. These rats are the real problem. They're treating ARC like it's the Wolf of Wall Street instead of a game. They use low risk, high efficiency tactics to curby up all the good shit. Then they go and list it for real money on black market sites like G2G or MMOXP, just to name a few. These sites are straight up trading all this gear and items across all platforms. Fully modded weapons like a Volcano, Tempest, Bobcat sell for about 60 cents to about $1.60. These motherfuckers even have bundles of 24 pre-kitted weapons and sell the batch for $6. And the blueprints like the Delabra, Kanto, or Equalizer bypass RNG and trade for about $3 to $6 a piece. Even the materials we need to upgrade our benches are being sold in bulk. So a player can just upgrade their benches in no time just by coughing up $20 to $22. So, how are they doing this? Because Embark hasn't added a trading mechanic in-game, these rats rely on in-game drops. They drop into high loot zones with nothing or a free loadout. They run straight to weapon crates or trial zones just to get all the high value shit. They shove it in their butts and then they bounce. Rinse and repeat is needed. They gobble up all the good shit and basically starve all the players who are just playing the game normally. And when players stop interacting with the economy and progression systems the way they're intended, it screws with the data tracking big time. So, who actually buys this stuff? I think the players can be divided into two distinct player profiles. On one side, you have the sweaty meta spammer. These are the aggressive PvP players and streamers who don't give a shit about the extraction loop or crafting. They just want to hunt players. They purchase the $6 fully kitted weapon bundle and then off they go to farm their clips. If they get killed, they don't care, they have a shit ton more replacements. And on the other side, you have the progression block casual. These are the players I feel bad for. They are the ones that are stuck behind the always annoying but very real RNG wall. The RNG gods are just not in their favor. So they are forced with a choice. Keep on the grind and get more frustrated and upset, or pay $3 to have an RMT rat drop the exact loot they've been trying to get. I completely understand why they would choose this shortcut. I don't condone it, but I don't blame them either. You're probably wondering how this all goes down, right? The buyers are given instructions to make sure they don't lose their money during the process. Now, the main problem isn't that the players are cheating per se, that still sucks. It's that the current economy makes it so easy for this kind of thing to happen. Think about it. For less than the price of a battle pass, a player can just bypass weeks of crafting and grinding, while everyone else is still chasing blueprints, upgrading benches, and crafting gear. They're already using the rewards of that progression. That's a massive competitive advantage over players that just play the game the way it was meant to be. All this does is completely destroy gear fear and risk symmetry. Risk versus reward. Is the juice worth the squeeze? This is the foundation of any extraction shooter. If you bring in your best gear, you risk losing it all and the time it took to get it. RMT rats destroy that balance. But because the RMT buyers can just buy top tier shit in bulk like they're shopping at Costco, for the price of a hot dog, they just bypass weapon wear and tear completely. When gear and materials become cheap and disposable because of real money, dying loses its consequence. Normal players fear losing gear because replacing it costs time, effort, and resources. When top tier gear can be bought in bulk for pocket change, the fear starts to disappear. The game starts feeling like a generic team deathmatch where players just re-queue without fear. The fact that the rats can make money being rats, that's what incentivizes the highly toxic, low-effort playstyle that players encounter daily. Low-level players start to realize they don't need to fight any ARC or farm any materials to make profit. They can just load in with a free kit and start camping extractions or hiding in dark corners to mow down raiders or full squads when they're at their most vulnerable, turning the community into an untrustworthy, paranoid mess. Players start questioning every suspicious death, every geared player, and every lucky drop because they know this market exists. This forces aggressive dev interventions that end up hurting the regular players. Embark is trying to fight this market, but their automated countermeasures often cause massive collateral damage to the casual player base. Because there's no official player-to-player trading system in place, actual players who are friends that drop blueprints or weapons to each other in-game are triggering the automated RMT detection systems, so they get hit with bans and currency wipes for sharing loot with each other. So, the devs are forced to constantly tweak weapon durability, increase repair costs, or lower baseline item spawn rates. These changes aren't to hurt the casual players, they're meant to hurt the RMT rats. But the sad reality, they end up making the grind more punishing and exhausting for the everyday player. In all my years of online gaming, and knowing this happened to Tarkov, seeing this happen to Arc right now really sucks. If you're still thinking Arc Raiders is dying because Embark doesn't know what they're doing, I think you're missing the bigger problem. Can this seriously damage Arc Raiders if the RMT rats and buyers keep this shit up? Without a doubt. The best thing we can do is support Embark, because not only do they have to maintain a live service game in today's industry, they also have to combat these real-world rat CEOs. So, you still think a regular old camping rat is the real problem? Or did I help you see what I think is really destroying Arc Raiders right now? Let me know in the comments. And remember, I can't tell you where I've been, but I can tell you what I've learned. See you in the next one.